Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Dastis Kalimos. Happy joining you guys for another edition of NBA Player Prop Parlay here on the Guy Boston Sports YouTube channel. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope your week is going well so far. Hope you guys have won some little bit of cash over the past week. We are back with some more NBA Player Prop Parlays after a couple-day break. So let's not waste any time, guys. Let's dive right in to today's three-leg NBA Player Prop Parlay. All right, guys, and for the first leg of our three-leg parlay, we are going with the Sixers game. We're going Tyrese Maxey over 19.5 points versus the Detroit Pistons. And look, guys, Tyrese Maxey has been balling of late. You know, a lot of people were questioning when the Sixers traded James Harden, what would this team look like? Who would step up to fill that void? And it's clearly been Tyrese Maxey. He's established himself as a star, as an all-star player in this league. He's been really good for the Sixers and a really good Robin to Joel Embiid's Batman. And if you guys watched my last video, my last NBA Player Prop Parlay, you know that I'm going to start putting all the data, all the research that I do behind the scenes. I'm going to start putting it on the screen. So if you look over here, you're going to see all the trends and data here, and you see a lot of green with this over. Now, this is an alternate line, but we're doing this because we want to play it safe. We're just looking for a win here. And so I think he'll get more than 20 points, to be honest. I think he'll blow by this number, but we're taking the over 19.5 just to be safe. Odds aren't as favorable, aren't as great, right? Over minus 400, but again, we're just trying to get a hit here. So look at that. Look at the trends over here. It's been a lot of green with this over 19.5 point line. He's covered this in 8 of his last 10 games, including 6 in a row, and he's hitting this at an 86% rate this year. So Tyrese Maxey scoring 20 plus points a game. He's been balling out. And when you look at the headline, it says 4 of 7. We're not really concerned what happened before because remember, Maxey's been coming off the bench. His role is a lot smaller. Just looking at the one time they played this season, 29 points blew right through this number. Again, there's a part of me that was thinking about taking, and you can, if you want to, take a little bit higher, maybe take over 24.5. I'm going this just because it could be a blowout. You could see Maxey benched early and sat down early. In that case, where I think 20 points is pretty safe as long as he plays at least 25 minutes. But in order to get higher up, you need him to play longer. And this is a Detroit team that's lost 20 in a row. So we're going to play it safe here and go with the 19.5 point line. And if that didn't convince you, here's one more piece of data to convince you. The Pistons are giving up the most points in the NBA to the point guard position this season. So Tyrese Maxey running the point for the Sixers. The numbers just all make sense, which is why I'm going with this line. Shout out to Outlier, by the way. Link in the description below. 7-day free trial. They give me most of the stats here that I use for the show. They integrate with your sportsbook. It's a fantastic sports betting tool. The best sports betting tool in the market. Make sure to check it out. Again, link in the description below. You get a 7-day free trial to try out Outlier for yourself. You see it. I'm putting them all up here on the screen. All the data, all of it's there. Go check it out. Moving right along here, guys, we got the second leg of our parlay, Victor Wembanyama to score 1 or more three-pointers, or to make it a little easier to understand, over half a three-pointer. Again, kind of juiced odds here, but we're doing it because we just want to get a hit, and so that's what we're doing here. We're just trying to get a win to build that bankroll up, and so, yeah, minus 400 isn't sexy, but if it hits, it hits. And I think Victor Wembanyama to hit 1 three-pointer is a pretty reasonable ask for him. He's hit a three-pointer in 7 of his last 10 games and in 67% of his games this season for the San Antonio Spurs. And although there is no data because he hasn't played the Lakers yet in his career, we can go ahead and look at the Lakers' numbers against the power forward position, which Wembanyama technically plays power forward. He's technically listed as a power forward. He can play power forward, center, whatever it may be. The Lakers gave him the 4th most three-pointers to the power forward position in the NBA. So this is kind of a favorable matchup for him. Again, we just need him to hit a single three-pointer. He's done this in 67% of the games this season, including 7 of his last 10. Pretty easy spot. There's a reason why it's minus 400 odds. Pretty easy spot here for Wembanyama to hit at least 1 3 against the Lakers. And guys, for the third and final leg of this parlay, we're going Jimmy Butler under 6.5 rebounds against the Charlotte Hornets. And again, guys, numbers do not lie. He has covered this under 6.5 rebound spot in 9 of his last 10 games, including a 79% hit rate this season. Now, he's only covered this in 5 of his last 10 games against the Charlotte Hornets. However, the key number to look at here is the last 3, which includes 2 of those 3 were this season. In his last 2 matchups versus the Hornets this year, he's hit 4 rebounds and 4 rebounds. So this number is hit under in both meetings this season. This is the 3rd time already that the Hornets and Heat have met this year, which is kind of crazy to think about. But he's consistently, in the last 3 games, even dating back to last year, this number is consistently hitting against Charlotte. And to make things better, the Hornets are giving up the third fewest rebounds per game against the small forward position. So a pretty solid matchup. They don't really give up a lot of rebounds to the small forward position. And when you mix that with the fact that Butler in general doesn't hit this line much, I like the spot here of under 6.5 rebounds. And guys, when you parlay those 3 picks together, you get a parlay of plus 118 odds. Again, not the sexiest. I know it's not the prettiest line. You know, you're not going to win unless you put $1,000. You're not going to win $1,000 off of this. But we're looking for a win. We lost our last couple of parlays. We're just looking to build the bankroll back up and get a win here. Plus 118 odds. Again, not crazy, but you know, that's the kind of new strategy I'm going with the show. I'm still going to give you some crazy parlays here and there, but I am going to take more calculated risks. This is a little more calculated. Plus 118, again, it's not as great of a payout, but I think this is as close to a lock as you can. I'm going to put a unit on this. It's as close to a lock as you can get, in my opinion. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Again, make sure you like, subscribe. Shout out to Outlier, sponsor of the show. Again, link in the description, 7-day free trial. You can check out all the data that I see and more when you use that link. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I know the video content push out has been inconsistent with this show. Unfortunately, I have been sick for like 3 weeks. I am finally feeling better. You can hear my voice still a little scratchy. I'm finally feeling better for the first time in like 3 weeks. But that is why I didn't put out any videos for the last few days. Just kept losing my voice and I don't want to sound the way I sounded for you guys. So that is it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow with another NBA Player Prop Parlay. Until then, hope you're all winners.